Hey, what's going on? I think I might start doing this every day during lunch, little lunchtime rants. Today's topic is going to be people in general. People in general. Something that happened, I think it was yesterday. It wasn't in the particular city or town, or whatever you want to call it, that I live in, but it was in one next to where I live. There's this gentleman, I don't know if I call him a gentleman, but there's this guy that got caught having sex with his neighbor's dog. I don't know how you do the charges, but he got 2 counts of bestiality. So I'm not sure exactly how that works out. But the point is, he was having sex with his neighbor's dog. So today, of course, since I live in a fairly small town, or at least towns that are pretty much interconnected, what we see today is a bunch of people just making fun of it, talking about it, hardy har kind of joking around kind of stuff, right? Just because I guess they think it's funny. Now we also have the serious side of it. I mean, not that there's not a serious side, but we have a more serious side of it. To where this guy, he went to church, at a church, I guess, in the town he lived in. He was a grandpa. He worked at a school, not as a teacher, but I guess he worked as a school. So this is sort of a surprise, right, to everybody, because they're like, hey, this is kind of weird. But I mean, if we're honest, right, anytime anybody does anything that's way out of the norm, anytime anybody, at least around here, hey, somebody cheated on their wife. Whoa, what? Well, we would have never thought he would have done that. Or somebody has sex with a dog. Well, we would have never thought he would have done that. Or just anything, just weird. Oh, he was selling drugs. Really? I mean, he was kind of, we thought he was on drugs, but we didn't think he was selling drugs. Anything out of the ordinary, everybody's all shocked that it happened. Because, hey, there was no indication that they did anything like this or anything, So, the topic is just the fact that, in Ephesians chapter 2, Paul starts off telling the church at Ephesus that, hey, you know something? You're all really evil. You're just bad. You've been bad since the day you were born. You have this evil nature. And I think it's not really a surprise to me anytime I hear these things. It's disgusting, and I'm glad since he worked at a school he didn't, do it to a kid. He did, but the point being, it doesn't really surprise me that much that there's people out there that are twisted like that. Because everybody's evil, Paul says. You have an evil nature. So you're going to do evil things. Even the people that are, making fun of him for it. They don't go around having sex with dogs, but there's this evil nature that, finds part of it funny. Even if, they wouldn't, sit down and laugh about it. They will make jokes about it. So, it's just this weird thing. Now, the good thing is that after Paul gets done talking about how evil we are, he talks about how, Jesus is the answer for that. That, God, even though we're evil, he chose to show us mercy. Even though, people will have sex with dogs, even though we cheat on each other, we steal from each other, we lie to each other, even all of that, and even the bad stuff where we'll just kill one another for no good reason usually, his mercy is still good. And he's so merciful that he'd forgive us of the worst things we ever do if we're truly sorry and truly repentant. So it's just a good thought for the day, is that there's evil all around us. I don't know why it would surprise you when something happens, but if it does, look at Ephesians chapter 2. I think it's verses 1 through 10, and it's this beautiful story about how we're evil and God is good.